I have been very busy, but I think it's imperative that I go live today. On November 1st, many people are not going to receive their SNAP benefits. I don't think people are aware on how much, how dependent that others are on SNAP benefits. Now, it's not what you think. There are elderly people on SNAP benefits. There are disabled people on SNAP benefits. There are ex-military or veterans on SNAP benefits. There are children, foster children, who on SNAP benefits. There's the single mother on SNAP benefits. There is the widow on SNAP benefits. There are so many people that you don't understand their situation on SNAP benefits. Why is anybody making fun of them? Why are you glad that they are not receiving their benefits? That is a reflection of the kind of person that you are. That's disgusting. The people who make fun of or try to degrade or are happy that their Thanksgiving might be ruined or that they cannot get food for that month. You people are not good people. And if you're following me, go away. Interested in finding out new ways to stand up for what you believe in or to help wake up the consciousness, please follow me. If you are able to aid in this time of crisis, please do. It is important that we as a nation stand together to fight this. This is not okay. And from what I understand, it's also illegal. Now, I'm not very good at that sort of thing as far as the legal stuff goes. However, I mean, I'm not a lawyer. I am just somebody who is concerned with the well-being of our country and what it is turning into. I am not a Democrat. I am not a Republican. I am an independent who just doesn't want to see our country go down really, really, really downhill. And this is what I'm seeing. I am seeing us go downhill. And it's not okay. We need to rise and we need to stand up for ourselves. We need to take care of our fellow Americans who could be starving. We need to share anybody. Unfortunately, I am not in a situation where I can help others, but I can do this. I can use my voice. I will tell about my situation in a little bit, but right now I am concerned with the situation of others who have worse situations than I am, where I have been to those situations and been stuck in horrible situations where the only one to lean on is programs like the SNAP and Medicaid programs. It is not fun. In fact, it's embarrassing to have to do everything that they require to do. And for those who are ignorant of what is required of you, enlighten you. First, you have to meet the income. If you have children, that's a completely different story because children, they care for the children and they want to see them fed. And if you are the only caretaker to that child, And God forbid your child it needs have special needs like ADHD, autism, or such. And so you cannot like work a 80-hour week and be away from that child. No, you cannot. In fact, there are some people who have to homeschool their children because they just can't, like regular school is just too overwhelming for them. They can't handle it, or you're getting calls from the teachers every day, every day, every day, and they have to handle their child. It doesn't make them bad parents. It does not make them bad parents. It means that their child has special needs and need their parent more than their parent going and working their butts off. That means they need those SNAP benefits to help take care of that child. You are attacking children when you are making fun of people who are on SNAP benefits. What kind of monster makes fun of children, makes fun of people who are put in these horrible situations that they necessarily did not ask for? You're talking about people who were in domestic violence situations. Are you telling me that they asked for that situation? Do you know what narcissists do to groom their victims? Do you know what psychopaths and sociopaths do to groom their victims? If you do not, shut up. Shut up. Excuse my notification. You are ignorant if you don't understand what a victim has to go through. I don't even like calling them victims. I call them survivors, because if you survive that, you are amazing. You're a warrior. And unfortunately, some of these people were the richer class. And some of these people who groomed these individuals, when they left them, they left nothing. They went from living in a condo or driving a fancy car or whatnot, or being even driven around, to nothing. All because they chose their own well-being over being abused. These are the people you are making fun of. These are the people that you are glad that their SNAP benefits are getting ripped out from them. And you should be ashamed of yourselves. Because that is not okay. That is absolutely not okay. And you need to search what is in your heart right now. You need to reflect and look at yourself, look at your actions, look at your words, and really think about it. And some of these people call themselves a Christian. Now, I am not a Christian. I am a pagan. I am a pagan priest. And I don't claim to be a Christian, but I do know the Christian religion. I was raised around the Christian religion. I read the Bible from one end to the next. Just because I don't feel in that way doesn't mean I did not take some of their values with me. I took what I believed was right. I actually got traumatized by religion. This is why I turned the other side. I was raised in the foster care system until I was 6 years old, and then I was adopted into a hell family, basically. I wanted to be a foster mom for a long time. I grew up wanting to be a foster mom, but I never really had the financial means to do it. All I can do is speak up. And all any of us can do is speak up and not allow this to happen to our country. It's not okay. I didn't know if I was going to speak up, really, because everybody else was, and I am at a point in on this platform to where I'm in a transitioning point in my career, and I'm trying to build something. And frankly, I just my time is cramped. I'm a learning coach to my ADHD son, who is really struggling even in homeschooling settings. But me and his teacher are working very closely to try to get him situated. But I am at being his learning coach for 7 to 8 hours a day. That doesn't leave much room for everything else. That is a full-time job. And I don't get paid for that. My payment is his thriving is my payment. When he gets an answer right, or when he passes a quiz, that is my reward. That's pretty much it. Um, but there's also a lesson here in time management for myself. I was actually been more frugal with my time, and I was able to find some resources that could help me on the next step of this platform. It's not just for YouTube platform, but for anybody. And I will be revealing it eventually. It's just not right now. It's something that I've been doing on here. It definitely is. It's more than that. It's much more than that. I have so many ideas. But this is not the time and place I want to actually talk about it. But I think I made my point. If you can help people, if you can donate to the food banks, if you can even get together with your local churches, that's fine too. I mean, let's not even talk about religion. Let's not talk about beliefs. Let's talk about being a good person. Because, like I said, I've seen people on YouTube platform claim to be religious and saying that this is God's work, and I'm like, BS. No, it's not. That Bible did not say that. Even I know that, and I don't even follow this like every Sunday, and even I know that. And some of these people, they just make up their own rules and just think it's okay. It's okay to be an indecent person as long as you go to church on Sunday. No, no, it's not. If you're either a good person or you're not a good person. And if you think that you're a good person and want to see people starve and wish to and just not care about what is going on in our country, then no, you're not a good person. And if you're racist, if you judge people from their gender or and stuff, no, I'm sorry. You're not a good person. Not in my book. But if you're caring, if you care about our country, if you care that people are going to be starving, if you care that children might not get a Thanksgiving, then yes, you are a good person, regardless what you believe in. I don't think you have to be religious to be a good person. I think that is a matter of the heart rather than a matter of belief. And if you have a good heart, then you would care about such things. And if you don't have a good heart, then I don't want really anything to do with people who don't have a good heart. I've had enough of people who don't have a good heart. Oh, if you can donate, please do. Or at least if you can't donate, I mean that's absolutely fine too. Just share, share resources, share the resources that you find. If you don't find any resources, then you know pray, pray for those, or manifest, however way you want to say it. Do what you can. Do what you can. Do what you've been blessed with. Do what you can. I've said my piece. Y'all have a good night, day, and or night, wherever you are. And you're in my thoughts. Blessed be.